Hi guys, Captain here. We're gonna talk about an anime series that I've watched, I think last year or this year, called INUYASHIKI. Interesting anime, horror, sci-fi, and also PS, and it's gonna be a live adaptation movie in 2000, I think 2018 or something, I'm not sure. 2019. Anyway, we begin with the first episode, where we meet our character INUYASHIKI. That is the name's protagonist. And he is old as 58 years old. He is way past the teenage metographic or majority. The teenage majority anyway. And it's kind of refreshing, in my opinion. I enjoyed the show and I had fun. Secondly, we begin with him walking home or going home with his new family of daughter and son. One is from high school and the other one is also in high school, in the same high school in fact that the show takes place in as well. And he has his wife as well. And they go to a new home. He buys them a new home and stuff. If you want to know the names of the characters of his family, I will tell you them later on. But anyway, he goes home, he gives them the new home, they arrive at the new home and stuff. But then they are unimpressed and like, nah, we're bored. And he feels that his family is ignoring him and they are watching their phones like this. Like, alright, doing their stuff. And he feels basically, you're not appreciating me at all. And to be fair, I became kind of sad about that and like, hey, that should not be fair. Dude, he's your father. Hey, that's not fair. Oh, secondly, in the episode when he tries to call to his son after he has got the notice that he got cancer and he has 3 months to live. 3 months to live, forgot. 3 months to live. And I like this line from the doctor. He's evil in a way that's kind of catchy but also asshole-ish. He says, you have 3 months to live. Next person. Next. Go next. He's like, what? No. And I'm like, no, dude, no. He's like, the main protagonist is like, no, it cannot be possible, seriously. And he has stomach cancer. That sucks. Really, that sucks, actually. That really damn sucks. Secondly, like, I like the line of the doctor. He was like, you have stomach cancer. Next. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Sorry for my words, but I'm just like, what the hell? I'm just stuck up on that part because his life is like now ending. But with animes, you never know. You get a chance at second life. Anyway, he found, sorry for my throat. He finds a new dog in the rain inside of a shoebox. Hanako is the dog's name. He names the dog Hanako. He gets some form of happiness with the dog, and that was before he got the cancer. Not before he got the... Before he got the appointment with the doctor to go and see if he had cancer. And he wanted to tell to his family that I'm gonna die in 3 months, but no one seemed to fucking care. Not even his wife. And I'm like, oh my god! Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! That's very, I'm appreciating, sorry for my throat. But that's very, how should I say it? That's very douchebaggy. And she says, what do you want? He's like, nothing. 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 And I'm like, dude, I feel for this. What the hell, man? In that scene, in those parts, I almost cried. I felt for this bastard. I felt for this poor unfortunate man. Secondly, he gets a dog. He says to his daughter, you know, can I get this dog? Or was it his daughter that found the dog? I think he found the dog, or...
I don't remember, sadly.
Oh, it was he that found the dog, and the mother's like, if you're gonna take care of the dog, you're gonna take care of his everything. And he goes out with Hanako anyway. And then he cries outside in the hill. When he goes up on a hill to take a rest and something, He cries on the dog because he says to the dog, I have only 3 months to live. No one cares about what I'm thinking. No one cares about my feelings right now. I hope you do. And the dog actually does. Dogs are very loyal. And Hanako is a very loyal dog. I wonder though, one theory I think about this is, in the last end when he goes out, he meets a guy that is a teenager that has blue hair that we will see in the next episode that is the antagonist of the show. But, to mention PS, he met him at the train station and he really wanted to punch that teenager because he think, I want to start a fight or something. I want to let out my aggression and everything that sucks in my life. Because he had a very bad day in this episode, which is the first episode. Because the doctor told him, oh, you have cancer. Bye. Next person. Next sheep on the shopping block. And that's like, But anyway, after that, a type of alien occurrence happens. Some form of weird explosion happens. And both of our protagonists die. In a horrible death. Which we don't see exactly. But the dog survives. But my theory is that the dog must be a robot. In some form or fashion. Oh wait, he wasn't maybe. Because the leash was off from the owner. Which means the dog wouldn't have died. But who knows? Maybe he got affected. We will see that in the next season. But anyway, they both die, and then in the next time of this part of the episode, he revives. He feels that he feels awkward, and he feels that when he goes up to his room, sorry my throat again. He goes up into his room again, and he goes up with his dog. He needs to drink a lot, and he feels like a nightmare or sleeping. And the first thing he discovers with his body is that when he looks at his hand, he basically looks at his eyes, and his eyes can see fine. But he had glasses. He had he had bad eyesight condition, so that's what the new robot body does for him. And he discovers that he is a cyborg now. And he discovered that all of the lunch that he ate just a second ago went out of the body. Weird enough. Anyway, the dog was cute. But the other villain protagonist is also something. But I'm not gonna tell you that right now. Anyway, I enjoyed this episode. I really feel for the father because the father's like...
What happened?
Oh.
What happened with a homeless man?
Oh, a homeless man, I forgot that. Whoops. Oh, after he discovers he has a robot body, he decides, I'm gonna live with this, alright. I'm gonna drink some water. And then when he goes back to the park, we hear a homeless man talking to his wife, telling that he wants to go back to her, get another second chance of life again, try to reconnect and stuff. And then we have some assholish teenagers trying to beat the crap out of him with firecrackers and trying to fucking kill him. And our main protagonist saves him, or trying to stop the teenagers, and they're trying to shoot him with machine guns and... was it rocket launchers? And baseball bats. Oh, baseball bats and fireworks. And then we see that the robot body does a self-defense mechanism. I'm sorry for my throat again. Does a self-defense mechanism and punches the teenagers to bits. Or not bits, but they don't die, but punches them unconscious. We could say, sorry for that, but punches them unconscious. And then he releases a Kamehameha type of explosion, or runs to them to try to stop them. And then he releases a form of defense mechanism that is a robot body. Basically, he does a special activate save for defense. And he releases some form of neutralizing blind bullets that blinds everyone. And then his body does, a couple seconds later, discovers who the teenagers were and that they went the same school as his son and his daughter. So what he decided was, if I can use this robot body and I can hack to the internet system, what he then decides to do...
What did INUYASHIKI say to the homeless?
I didn't... I just wanted to save you because, He wanted...
the
homeless guy said to him...
How feels...
INUYASHIKI.
Yeah.
Oh, he saved him, yeah. And he felt happy, he felt good, he felt human. And basically he got his humanity by saving someone, so he gets positivity from that. Basically. It's basically like a positivity thing. Anyway, the other guy thanks you for saving him. Secondly, he finds the teenagers again, as I said before I was interrupted. He finds the teenagers. He uses the data of the recording footage, which his whole robot body is basically like a camera, so he can record everything with his eyes. So he recorded everything, he sent them out to the internet, showed them up what they have done with this, showed them what he did to him and to the homeless guy. So they basically got screwed over for life, and they need to now repent for what they've done. Secondly, the teenagers have already done this multiple times on this specific park. Multiple times. Thinking that it's fun. But it's not fun. It's stupid and very immature. And really fucking stupid. Anyway, he does all that shit, and the homeless guy thanks him, and he becomes like a superhero. More to speak. And the episode ends when he comes back home. Basically. One more thing to note. This show is interesting. I will do more episodes later. Bye bye, at Wiedersehen.